Hello, I'm Jovan Johnson with the IMF Tracker. This week, tax revenue for March quarter predicted to be challenging, but committee monitoring IMF program says revenue outlook improving. Finance Minister downplays reports of a new tax package. These stories in a moment, but first, our question of the week. What is a man session? Stay tuned, the answer comes up at the end of the program. It has been predicted that the tax revenue target of $375 billion for the January to March quarter will prove challenging to achieve. However, co-chairman of the committee overseeing Jamaica's IMF program, Richard Bowles, says the government has several options if it falls short. He points to grants, sale of assets, or further cutting back on expenditure. According to Mr. Bowles, the March quarter has traditionally been the strongest for tax collection. Meanwhile, the Economic Program Oversight Committee says the December outlook for revenues could be better than it was for November. Co-chairman of the committee, Richard Bowles, notes that December was the end of a quarter and therefore estimated corporate taxes got paid at that time. He also says November ended on a weekend and as a result some GCT returns which were due rolled over into December. Mr. Bowles says Finance Ministry officials feel fairly confident that the government will reach the primary balance target of $111.5 billion. Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips says he harbors no intention of imposing new taxes on Jamaicans in 2014. Instead, Dr. Phillips says the government has plans for tax reforms in line with expectations of Jamaica's program with the IMF. Missed revenue targets have fueled speculations in the public domain that heavy taxation is inevitable this year. While admitting that there are missed revenue targets, the Finance Minister suggests the reports on the revenue targets have been largely overstated. And to end our program, the answer to this week's question. The question again, what is a man session? A man session is an economic instance in which the unemployment rate is substantially higher among men than it is among women. And that's where our trek ends this week on the IMF Tracker. I'm Jovan Johnson.